Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, on Friday I made my way over to. I was in a rush, so I met Wayne. I gave him the check from all of us from Pizza Time here that we all donated, and tell you the truth, he told me they raised. His goal was $7,500. They raised over $12,500.
Wow.
The cornhole tournament?
No. This was right now on Wayne's foundation.
Wayne's
the
Baldrige.
What was some kind of
Baldrige.
How about
Baldrige
the
Foundation.
catchphrase to it? The catchphrase that was involved. I forgot what it said.
I'll find it.
And you want to laugh? It went up now to 14,000.
Wow.
See, he set the bar high for next year.
He really did.
Now you really got to go to work next year.
He did, but you know, that's awesome that it went that direction.
He shaved his live. You just watch him live. He shaved his head live.
Yeah. He gave a little shout out to Pizza Time as well.
Yeah, he did.
He was on Hudson TV. He threw our name out there.
I just saw that page this week that it started up.
It's good stuff. You know? All right, so going on with that, down to we had Phil Natosi in last week, and we had Wayne Giordano, another Wayne, and they were spoken about the Geo 62 and the Amoroso at 2002.
Chopper 2002, right? And Geo Foundation for the Cornhole Tossing for Brothers tournament. And George, unfortunately, you had a full day with the kids, and you were daddy for the day. Mommy was away, and
little Bed Bath & Beyond, little Home Depot. You know how that goes.
I love it.
I'll tell you what, you missed. I'll tell you what, the weather was so bad, but the fun was so high. I mean, we had a great time. Everybody's just doing a wonderful time down there. The burgers, the food, it was delicious. They had sausage and peppers. It was amazing.
It was good stuff. Joni and Joan Runny and Jackie Kennel manned the grill all day long. God bless them. They didn't come out once.
That was Joan Runny.
That is Joan. She's always.
I haven't seen her. She looks good. She looks a lot different. She changed her whole persona.
Yeah, she did. She's good people, Joni.
Yeah, so that was a good time. I got to see so many people that I haven't seen before.
Look who's at the door. Look what we have here.
Wow. Holy cow. How did he...
Look what we have
Mikey and Pal People's in the house. Mikey, as you know, is going to be taking the... can he eat a whole pie in 20 minutes? Now, we said it's got to be a regulation 16, George, or an 18, or somewhere there in between.
My sources told me 18.
Okay, so now, the reason, if we could get a picture of the box there, the reason we have 3 is because George demands that if this is going to be legitimate league play,
it has to be.
It must be an 18. Now, from what I'm looking at, the top 2 boxes,
the steam coming off the.
Awesome.
The top 2 boxes were donated right across the street here in Fort Lee from Baggio's. Guy's a great guy. I just met him tonight. He bought me dinner. He insisted that he send the pies up.
Wow.
But he tends to make a thin crust.
Yeah.
So that's why we had an alternate plan we called Fort Lee Pizza to thicken it up a little bit. Yeah. Because we're not going to let Mike skate on this one, Mike. Mike, you're going to have to earn every bit of this $100.
Don't worry. I plan on taking
Get
your
close
money.
to the mic, babe.
I plan on taking your money.
All right.
All right, so let's make a decision, though.
Yeah, George, would you get over there and decide which one?
But is it going to be too hot for him?
No, wait a minute. Before we go any further, George has, like, measuring instruments here. Where did you get these items?
Well, gentlemen, I stopped at Olivella this evening for
He's
dinner.
great. He's great.
And I met Sal.
Salvatore.
Don't go to Sal.
Later in the show, we have some good stuff. I can tell a little story about Sal and my experience over at Olivella. Fantastic place. Great place.
All right,
Unbelievable.
so now what did he say?
18. Show the other one.
Did he agree that the 18 is the official size?
Sal said 18 is the official size. So in order for us to make sure we have the right size, he sent me home with this, an 18-inch.
That's the 18.
But he also sent me home
Don't be confused by these sizes.
with a 16 and a 14.
Unbelievable.
14 for
Can
the
I
kids.
try the 14?
Yeah.
No, the 14 is for a baby. He
big.
said it's 4 years old and younger.
It's like babies.
So I think that bottom pie right there belongs on this 18-incher.
Well, let's give it a shot. Why don't we go test out the top 2? And
Yeah, let's take a peek.
My biggest concern is the thickness of the crust. So
George,
let's
can
check
you help
that out,
him?
George.
Yes, I'll go over in a second, so I'll knock over the table.
All righty. Choke your earphones up there, George. We have
I don't want you knocking over the TV.
Mikey, are there butterflies
So many
right now?
things to knock
Like
over
the
around here.
nerves building?
No, not at all.
Are you going to build Buckner it? Is that what you're going to do?
No.
Now, is that a regulation size? How's the thickness look?
I don't think it's regulation.
No, that's too small.
That's almost a 14.
Oh, come on,
right?
George. You got to put it on the pan to figure that out.
We hold it up.
That's a 16.
That's a 16.
16.
How's the thickness on that, though, George?
Not thick at all.
Do me a favor, George. Mike, let's put the 16 on the 16-inch plate so we can see the thickness out of the box. Slide that right out of there.
Watch your hands, though. It looks very
I
hot.
think if you pull it out of the back of the box towards you, George. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Look at this
That's
guy.
a good-looking pie, though. 16
is-
inches or not.
That is a good-looking pie. We don't say soggy. We say soft. Watch the magazines. I expected more from a varsity Letterman,
Look
George.
at this.
There you go. Go right. He's going over the
Mikey
wax
went for
paper.
the wax. Mikey's not new at this.
I've had a few
You've
pizzas
had a few
in my
pizzas in your
time.
day?
Yeah.
Can you bring that?
That's a good looking pie.
George, can you bring that in front of the camera?
Yeah, yeah. Don't let that slide off, George. Oh, the humanity.
All right, so now swap that out with this one.
Yes, right. Now, so we know this one is our personal one because this one has the prosciutto with the Parmesan shavings.
Oh my God, I love
yeah,
those.
that's for us.
I
So you
love
don't even
those
have to measure
Parmesans.
that one up. You can leave that by bullet for a minute. I believe this is going to be the one we're going to have to go with because it is the 18-inch regulation.
I really love those Parmesan shavings.
I know you always bring that up. Do you like to shave?
You know what?
Wow.
It may be a hair thin, but I'm not going to call it. I'm going to let it go.
It's a little thin.
It's a little. Is it thin?
Oh, there's wax under there too. I love this.
George, you're
Wow,
caught
look at
underneath the one slice there.
I expected more from a varsity Letterman.
All right, Mikey. I think that's going to be the baby. That's the competition.
That's the one?
That's the one
one.
we're going to go. Let's ditch
So
that
ditch
box.
that
Give me that
box.
box.
Let's get loose.
Holy cow!
And Mikey, whenever you're ready, we're going to hit the timer, and we're going to continue our conversation. And you have 20 minutes. You have a soda or something?
Yeah, I'm
now?
going to go grab my drinks.
Mike, whenever you're ready, you come back and you
Yeah.
let us know. All right, Greg. So, what do you think? What time did you arrive? You were there when I got there down Bono Camino Park.
It was very odd. I woke up that morning and it was raining out, and I said to myself, well, do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? Do I want to go down and play cornhole in the rain? And you know what? I said to myself, besides it being a wonderful event going down there, how do you not go and spot? They're doing this. It's going to be non-conditional. You know they're going to play. So we go down Boca Camino Park. I'm driving. I've never been down there, Ed. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. You ever been down there?
I've been
Oh,
down
you
there for the
came there?
years.
Yeah, I saw you
There used to
later
be the
on.
Orchard Grove Bar. We used to hang out
Okay.
back down there.
But if anybody's ever known, it's hidden back there. I know we spoke about it last week, but I was blown away. I grew up my whole life in North Bergen, and when I drove down that block, and I drove where Drama used to be and that liquor store now, came all the way down, and it was I couldn't find it. I drove to the end. There was a lot of dumpage and stuff going on down there. I guess there's
Well, Totino's is down there.
Drumatina,
right.
some other carton companies. But then I went back, and the guy told me, no, make a right. And I had no idea that block over there would be North Bergen. Yeah. But it was actually amazing going in there to watch. It was seeing all these different places that are down. It's a very religious place, right? Because it's, I guess, St. Boca Camino.
Well, they do the big Italian festival down there. What month do they do that, Mike? When Phil usually has everybody down
They
there.
usually do that on Labor Day.
Yeah, right.
They have the big Italian festival down
That's the
there.
scene. Yeah, you start
It's-
drinking there at 10 in the morning. You're
No,
still there playing
what
cards
you really
till 4 in
need
the
to
morning.
see is the
There's
money.
nobody throwing you out.
The money.
The money that they bid on to carry that saint is outrageous. Families are bidding $10,000 to carry the saint.
Holy
Kidding
cow!
me, really?
No, I'm not even
I
kidding
didn't
you.
even
It's
know that.
insane.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So
Most I've ever paid to carry someone was $100, maybe $250. But but it was really wild to go down there. I opened up the one, I'm a very curious person, and I opened up the church, I guess, and in there I had all those, there was a ton of saints. There was there was Rocco, Anthony. There was like 4 or 5 of them.
Mike.
But that.
Mike.
I don't know how many were.
All right,
in
Mike,
there.
while the pizza's hot, you want to get started?
Yeah, I'm
All
going
right,
to get
Georgie,
started.
which button do we press there,
All you
George?
have to do is
Just,
hit that snooze button
hit
right
the
there,
snooze
and
button
it gets
and-
started.
Hold on,
Right here?
Mike, just push the camera in. That's perfect, right
Perfect,
there. That's
perfect.
Bada
You hit
bing.
that snooze button, you're going. You're going.
Ready?
Go ahead, Mikey. Good luck
He's
to you,
off.
pal.
And you're off. All right, beautiful.
I just want to see the first attack before we get into anything. Is he going to fold?
He says he's going with a
He's a
fold.
folder.
He's going to go
Look
with a
at him.
fold.
He's folding it.
Slice already. Look at that. All right, Mike.
One bite, he took half a slice of it.
So a little bit, guys, before Mike had came in and he said to us that he was going to go, was it a minute and 57 seconds a slice? So he's going to go hard for a few, and then he's going to try to breathe for a little bit. So the technique is absolutely, he came in here as a man committed. He came in with a plan, and you know what? If you don't plan to succeed, if you don't, if you fail to plan,
Failure to plan.
I always bought something
That's
every week. At least I got it away early. All right, so speaking about Boca Camino Park, and we were talking about the bocce ball tournament, we told the story last week, and it was pretty funny when we got down there because we saw Patty Caspito, and I guess he watched the show last week. So we were talking about his meltdown during the horseshoe tournament 2 years ago. So, Bullet, if you get a chance,
laughing.
we got a little bit of footage of Patty Caspito throwing the cornhole. I took the liberty of watching it. I filmed him doing 3 throws. If you watch the first one, not the best. He's thrown a little short. You watch the second one, he hits it and it bounces over. If you hit the third one he throws,
I did.
All
Look
right,
at the
let's-
first one.
Can we go back? This is the first
Patty's the bald guy, for those of you who don't know right
there
there.
he is.
There's
Look
the
at him.
toss,
There it is. There's the toss.
and he came up about
Okay,
6
came up
feet
short.
short.
Right,
But that's all right.
right,
He just-
right in the lumber
Jitters.
yard. That was right in the lumber yard. Next
It's
one
better.
goes
Stand,
on.
Patty.
That's better.
Now this is the big one, guys. We got to get excited for him. You ready? Here you go, Patty. Look at him.
Oh.
Who's the big
Patty
man?
boy.
Who's the big man?
That's redemption right
Patty,
there.
you are
gentlemen.
Look at
redeemed,
him.
my friend.
Look
You
at
are
Mike.
redeemed.
Look at the pride.
He should be proud of himself.
And that was our old friend Mike Ciccarelli there. Congratulate him. 'cause
But the
Mikey
funny
is a very
part was
positive
that
person.
Mikey, Patty, when I went down and I talked to him, I was almost apologetic because he did take a lot of heat last week. So he goes, yeah, I heard you were talking about me. He's got this grin on his face. He had no idea we knocked the shit out of him. So his brother Anthony came over and told him, not really good. He goes.
But I'll tell you what, Patty was there. He played to win that day, and he did very well. I was watching him the whole game. That was just a small snippet of what he did, but he made some nice throws that day.
He made
Yeah,
his
man.
brother and his father proud.
Good
Mike
stuff.
is on his third slice.
Yeah, he may put this contest to shame. All
Wow.
right, I got may as well start now. 'Cause I got a bunch of birthdays.
The other thing, before we go birthdays, you had told me a story. I want you to go back and tell it. We were talking about it in pregame before, about Anthony Cospito, his brother.
Oh yeah, I mean this is one of my favorite stories, and I was afraid to tell it because I really don't want to tell people stories until I get permission. And Anthony, everybody who knows Anthony Cospito knows he's certifiable. The guy's a professional at work, but he gets out of work and he knows how to let loose. He has a
gets
good
loose.
time. Anthony gets loose. So it happens. I guess I'm going to put him in the age group of about 19 years old, and the Cospito family had just bought that house on 79th Street.
You're right.
And let me try and describe the layout of the house. You walk in the front door. There was no really vestibule area. You walk in, straight up the corridor was the kitchen. Just to the right of the front door was the living room. The couch would be here, and the TV would be up against the windows facing 79th Street. So Anthony comes in. He must have had I'm not even going to say a few. He must have had an abundance of beer that night. So he walks into the kitchen at like 3-something in the morning, goes and gets a bowl of chicken wings, I guess the family had. So he's going to have the leftovers. He comes around the kitchen, and he goes to sit in the dining room. He's at the head of the dining room table now. So let me just give you the picture of it again. He's at the head of the dining room table. Now, the living room is in front of him. The couch runs this way, and the TV's in front of that. But Mr. Cospito happened to be home watching TV, but he was slouched down. He was slouched down in his chair. So Anthony didn't see him, so he knows Anthony was whacked. He wasn't going to say anything. Anthony gets the bowl of wings, puts them on the table, and Mr. Cospito told me the story maybe a week later. As Anthony's eating his wings, he goes, whoop, and he's tossing them. Now his father goes, I don't know what happened. I heard something hit the floor. Anthony's not putting his wings in the bowl. He's eating his wings in his home, and he's ripping them over his father's head. That's not normal.
He said he threw them over like by the bottom of the TV. They were going off the window in the front of the house.
So then he said his father. I guess his father had said something. Then he said his father said it took about 45 minutes to get up the staircase because his father said, "Get the hell out of here, go to bed."
Anthony's a wild man. That's a great story. That's awesome. With that being said, I think we go into a few birthdays. We get a little.
This is a very busy month for birthdays. I'm going to run through them all because if I stop and comment on each, we're going to be here for a while.
Can we go? We're going to go birthdays, and Georgie, we're going to hit sports right after that. Is that okay?
Surely.
And then we're going to go back over here for death.
Okay, as I do birthdays, remember these are the birthdays that I see. If I miss somebody on Facebook, I apologize, but these are birthdays from last week's show to this week. Want to wish happy birthday to Cheryl Higgins Hatchapinti, Lee Yacarino, Amy Barry Severino, Albie Savianiso, Danny Wazinski, John Smallwood, Woody, Christian Rosillo, birthday. Your man, David Van Aken, the Gobster.
Gobby, the
Gobby with a happy birthday. And the biggest of all, Mayor-elect Wayne Zitt. Happy birthday, pal.
Big birthday.
Wow.
The mayor.
Where's that 14,000? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good money.
So Georgie, what do we got in sports? Tell us.
Oh my God!
I think
I tell you what,
he's crushing through the pie.
right there, he's just
On his
sports right
fourth.
there.
He's on his fourth now, but
Oh.
fifth.
So that's fifth. Oh, my
Wow.
God.
All right, let's go through the sports. By the time I'm done, he should be done with the pizza.
Really quick though,
We're going to
just,
need more material.
wait,
I thought
just,
he'd be here longer.
just in case, if he crushes that, like I think he's going to, do we break out another pie to see how far?
He's got to set the record within 20 minutes,
Yeah,
right?
can we like?
Well, he
maybe-
could set the time record for 8 slices, but if he wants to go, we have an extra pie. If he wants to keep going,
If you want to put a record under 20
you want to
minutes,
set
what
the,
you
set
could
the
do.
ball, Mike. You know.
You know, you either get better or you get worse. You never stay the same.
Oh, well, we'll see after we finish this pie.
Okay.
And take his Hyundai and...
Take my hunting because Sal Diamore, kind of, he's boaster. He's spragging. He wants to get up here too. But if you put up 10, 12 slices, he may back right down.
Listen, I just want the time recorded when I'm done.
You
Oh,
hit
it's up
you
there.
hit the button.
Yes.
You
It's
hit
up
the
there.
button when you're done.
You got it.
No, no,
And
we're
see
gonna let
if
it go.
anybody
'cause
could
we got a pie.
beat that.
Okay, all
We'll let
right.
him go right in with it.
All right, all right.
All right, here we go. Let's what do we got with
All right, sports first. Michael, Yankees 11-7. Mets 8-11.
Wow.
That's 3.5 game lead for the Yankees. What do you
It's
think?
early. It's early.
It's early.
It's not even May yet.
It's
We haven't hit our stride.
It's early, and in June we're gonna hear wait
Listen.
till next
Yeah,
year.
right.
Same
It's
shit
early.
from the
It's
Mets
all early.
every year from the Mets.
Well, you know what? We're up by 3.5 right now. So
I am very impressed with what the Yankees are doing with these young kids. It seemed like last year when everybody was giving the Yankee fans hell about making these trades, it was the best thing they ever did. They restocked their farm system. They got some great young players coming through again, and I see
at that.
another core four coming.
look at this guy.
Well, they were stuck in that rut of signing players who are past their prime.
Right.
You
right.
know, so that's the best thing they could have done.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
3-0 Yankees over the Red Sox,
Wow.
top of the 8th.
That's see,
All right, that's
Judge
a
hit a
bullet.
2-run homer.
beautiful.
Here comes the judge.
Here comes a judge. NASCAR. Big NASCAR fans in this room?
I heard a lot of good things went on this weekend.
No, actually, some bad things went on this weekend. Dale Earnhardt retired.
Oh.
I know nothing
Nah, I
about
don't know
NASCAR,
anything
so
of Dale
it's not that
Earnhardt Jr.
devastating
It
to
is-
me.
Retiring at the end of the year.
Okay.
How old
he
is he?
announced his retirement.
He's, I think he's 42, but
Wow.
Yeah.
he's had a lot of concussion
fireman,
problems.
right?
Yeah.
Mike,
Well-
people are saying that we're talking to you about sports and that. Sports was timed to distract Mike from eating. That's
Right.
what these
You
people
see?
have the
You
nerve
see?
to tell us right
well,
now.
you know
Yeah,
what?
but just tell him I keep chewing as I'm talking.
All right. NHL, the Rangers Senators tomorrow, game 1. Big hockey fans out there. Rangers Senators game 1 tomorrow. Also, the NFL drafts tomorrow. It's another big day. NFL fans out
It starts
there.
tomorrow.
Believe so. Thursday
Thursday
night, right?
night? Wow.
I have big news.
It's in Philadelphia.
Saturday night after the Bono Camino Park, I watched my first complete hockey game.
That is big news.
I just felt bad because everybody on the
Complete?
show always talking about it. I felt uneducated about it, so I sat and I had a gamble on it. It's the only way I was going to
Yeah,
sit through it.
yeah.
If I had some action on it, but
Did you win?
I won.
All
I
right,
won.
good for you.
You know, but
Good for you.
I still don't think I could watch it again. It's not from soccer and hockey. Just don't do it for me. You?
It's hard. No, it's hard for me. I started getting into soccer a little bit, the World Cup, but it's still just like if the excitement's not there, I'm not there. And especially playoff hockey is so much different. You know, it's so much faster and quicker and more like you see how much is on the line. They start hitting each other. It gets very violent.
It's very violent.
which actually turns me on a little bit. But yeah. So what do we?
What about the NBA? What about the NBA? Westbrook. How good is Westbrook?
He put up a triple double in the first half the other night. I mean,
Wow.
that's what is it? I mean, I think
Michael
he was only
Jordan.
the
He
third
took
player.
half a slice of one bite.
Did he really? I'm not even contracted. If
I
anybody's
know,
gonna
I'm
take
sorry.
my money. So I'm
Michael
putting my
Jordan
money
is
down.
saying that Westbrook is him 20 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, but
You know?
you got to realize he had a lot more surrounding him, Jordan,
Yeah.
to share it with. Whereas Westbrook, if he doesn't score 35, that team
No.
is not winning.
No, you're right.
You know,
Then
so-
they're out of the playoffs. That's how good they are without with Westbrook. Jeter and Jeb. Jeter and Jeb bought the Marlins. Could you imagine that?
Wow.
They won the bid.
That's good stuff.
Bullet. They won the bid.
I'm happy for him.
Me too.
I'm pumped.
That guy, whatever he wants to do, whatever he says he's going to do, that guy does. It's amazing.
And I had to laugh because some people made comments like, "Why didn't he buy part of the Yankees?" People think like the Yankees are for sale. The
They're not
Yankees
for
brand
sale.
is not for sale to anybody, including Jeter.
He's got to marry a Steinbrenner to do that. And I don't think he's going to get that either. That the Clippers lost. We'll move on. And before I go, I also want to shout out to a couple of our big fans. We have a lot of fans out there, guys, and I want to shout out to these guys: Tony Rosillo, Greg Nuzzi, Wayne Giordano, Jeff Coyle, Julian Nicora, and Paul Pagnozzi. Watch our show every week.
Beautiful.
They all have something in common. OLF Little League teammates, baseball. There you go.
I knew he was going to turn something. There's always
So,
something
guys,
boring. There's always
You're
that
always
strange thing
commenting OLF. I see you
smell
guys.
Clipper news coming.
I see you guys commenting OLF every week, and nobody knows what that means. That's what it means. So thank you for watching, fellas. I love you.
George, I have a question. How'd the Clippers do this week?
They lost. I said that already, Eddie.
I know,
We
but
moved on.
there's a part I didn't get. Was anybody have a good game, or anybody not do what they were supposed to do?
You win as a team, and you lose as a team.
George
Eddie.
left some ducks on the pond.
Yeah, that's between you and me. See, that's it. I can't say
George,
anything.
You can't tell me anything. Nothing's going to be kept secret here.
You know what, though? You move on. You pick up the pieces, and you move on. That's what you do.
Really quick, just a congratulations to Mayor Sacco and the Board of Education team. They I guess the 3 people that were running
1A, 4A, and 5A. That's the vote.
I walked in yesterday, right? You know, like they tell you, like I knew the names because obviously, like I pay attention to that stuff. But as soon as I walked in, it was like 3 people just letting you know, and then there's a couple people looking at them talking to you.
Well, it didn't happen up by me.
It did. I love that stuff though.
Because I walked in there and Freddie Pastor. In fact, happy birthday to Freddie Pastor.
Oh,
it's his birthday too. But Freddie Pastor was the one in charge of by the library on 84th Street. He was walking up and down the block. There was nobody handing out pamphlets over there. He was taking that for real.
Was he really? He was marching. I guess you become like a principal and stuff. Like you got to do that well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations to Mayor Sacco and that team. You know they slammed them too. Some crazy numbers.
3,500 to like 500.
To 500. Yeah, that
so,
just goes.
Yeah.
And you know you really got to appreciate people that are on the Board of Education because, you know, in a lot of schools, you know, there's a lot of people you got to keep your ear to the grindstone. There's a lot of teachers that do really well. And the Board of Education, they're really in tune to that stuff. So they, as much as they support, you know, the superintendent and the principals and whatnot, you need those people on the Board of Ed. No, because this has happened in a few different places. And if you don't have people on the Board of Ed overseeing that stuff, sometimes things can get lost in translation. So I want to give a shout out to not just the board members in North Bergen, but the board members everywhere, because they do keep their ear to the grindstone. They do keep the pulse of the school. And I'm glad those people are out there, and I guess everybody knows what I'm talking about with that, if you really do. But, yeah, congratulations to them. And as we move on, I hate to go to this segment, but I do like it in a little bit of a strange way. Eddie, we're going to talk about it. We lost a few people this week.
Yes, we did. Well, we're on the Board of Education. We missed an unexpected loss. For North Bergen High School, everybody remembers in the math department, Mr. Gualtieri passed away this couple of days. What a great guy. Really,
great personality.
Saying that, he was a really cool guy.
He had a great personality. He was a good teacher. And I just saw somebody put it on Facebook. He drew that perfect circle. Did you guys?
Did you see that? That's crazy.
That is nuts. He was very good at it. Yeah. And he used to whistle something too that was crazy. I can't remember what it was.
He's only 62 years old. So rest in peace, Mr. Gualtieri.
Too young.
And getting out of North Bergen and going to the national spotlight. Chachi no longer has someone to date. Joni has passed away.
Yeah.
Erin Moran, 56 years old.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's a sin. It's a sin, is what it is.
It's a sin.
Now,
I guess everybody knows with the white elephant in the room, right? Or
Chachi spoke out of line there.
Yeah, I guess Chachi doesn't like Joni.
Crack-wise.
Chachi loves Joni.
Fuck, we crashed.
When?
Mike, don't eat.
Oh wait, no, we're good. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Keep going.
Mike, don't eat. Keep
I don't
going,
know
Mike.
what the hell
It was a ploy,
Bullet. Bullet. PG-13.
That was a ploy.
Oh fuck, we crashed.
Mike was going to have to start over with a new pie if we crashed. You know that.
I guess I should make double show.
Well, as Mike's got one slice left right now. Mike, how you feeling coming into this last slice?
A little full.
Little full.
Getting a
You
little
still
there.
got
Wow, look at
five and a half minutes
you
to
can
go,
take your
Mike.
time
So
with
you can
that.
take your time, but go take a bathroom break. Do something, Mike. Go have a cigarette. There she is. So there's
So,
Erin
Mike, tell us about the Mets farm system.
Wait, no,
There's Erin Moran.
There's Erin
look at
Moran. She was amazing in her.
Boring.
Okay, that's it.
All right. So, what happened was when Scott Baio got the news that she had passed away, he made the stupid comment of saying, well, he made a valid point, but it wasn't. The timing was terrible. If you drink and you do drugs, you're going to die.
Right.
Then he tried to backtrack and everything like that. That he didn't say it, but he was pretty much in the foxhole at that point.
When did he get so righteous, though? Like, when did that happen?
First of all, if Donald Trump didn't run for election, and this is not a political thing, he came out of the woodwork to support Trump and getting some celebrity debates. I haven't heard of him in years.
I mean, at least Tony Danza. Like, I watched something. He went back. He became an English teacher in Brooklyn or something.
Right.
It was like a really interesting reality show. At least Tony Danza was doing something. But like Chachi, I didn't see Chachi do anything, right? What?
No.
Now he's in trouble. Now her
Yeah.
brother wants to,
He said
to
he
break
wanted
his
Her
head.
real life brother, not Richie Cunningham.
Yeah, he better
No.
call the fund soon.
But not maybe Chuck. Maybe it was Chuck Cunningham.
Yeah, what happened to Chuck?
Chuck came.
Chuck
he
had
was-
a basketball in his hand for one season.
Then he
was
disappeared.
gone.
he just dribbled up and down the stairs and out the house like that. It was just. I don't even think he saw his head.
Yeah,
Did
Chachi
you- I
better
think he
call the
was so-
Fonz
I think
because
he
he
was-
needs someone to help him, Chachi, after this.
Did you ever miss that show?
What, Happy Days?
Yeah. I mean, when it was on, I never
No,
missed it.
I never missed. I love that show.
Let me give you some trivia questions. How about if I give you guys some trivia questions? And you people, too, out there, write in if you want. Let me think of big events.
But
Okay,
let-
what's the big
But let's hold off. Like, don't give the answers right away. Well, can you give us a few in a
Well,
row?
then write it down on your pad.
I'll do it on my
All right,
pad.
question number one.
Bada bing.
Let me think of a couple here. All right. The cop who always used to break their balls at Arnold's. What was his name? Don't say it, Greg.
You want me to say it?
No, we're not saying it. We're writing it down.
That's easy.
All right.
You know what? If you're gonna be like condescending and you're gonna be like a know-it-all, then I mean we shouldn't play.
Okay.
Wow.
It's going to be three questions. That was
Bullet.
Bullet, did you write down your
what I
answer?
do?
No.
My back
All right.
hurts.
Who was the cop on Happy Days who used to break balls at Arnold's all the time? It's going to be three questions. Don't say it.
No say
You're
it.
going to write it down.
Can we do
Jot
this
it
one?
down.
More? Can you say it one more time?
No, I'm not saying it again. Rewind. There's going to be three questions. The second
Okay, I'm
question.
right there.
Does anybody know the name of the two brothers that were against Fonzie in the Demolition Derby?
Do I have to spell it right?
You don't. The
You-
pronunciation
if
at the
you-
end.
You're Italian. You can't spell that.
I don't know if I'm spelling it right. I'm guessing.
Let the pigeons loose.
Oh, there
Very
he is.
good.
I knew
And third question. This one's a little obscure, probably unfair. When Fonzie went to jump the barrels, when he wore that slick white jumpsuit there with the blue stripe and the white helmet,
You wanted to see
Arnold
it.
was selling the chicken wings.
You wanted to see it.
Wanted to see it. How many barrels did Fonzie jump?
He landed though, right? He
He
crashed
kind of
into
wiped
the-
out. He wiped out
But
into
he
the
la-
chicken wing stand.
But he still got
Arnold,
it though,
Arnold
right?
went nuts.
'Cause he
Pat
landed the-
Morita went nuts that he took down the chicken stand.
Got a lot of answers here, guys.
Okay, can I throw one out there?
Let's give the listeners who are still writing in for a second. Hold on now. Let's get the mic. Before we go back to the end, let's get the mic.
Yeah.
We are down to number 8, the crust. Look at this. I have no money, Mike.
I don't take IOUs.
Mike,
Ed.
you're down to 2 minutes. You're
All right.
really going to stretch. You got to remember.
gonna-
Now it's about distraction.
Anybody who comes in after you has to beat your time.
Right.
So you're sitting here taking your time. Somebody else comes in, they can beat your time.
Everybody, let's get ready.
If they do, God bless
It's a
them.
big moment. It's
For
a
a
big
hundo,
moment.
Mike. For
It's
a
a big
hundo.
moment.
Bullet.
That's it.
And there it
Done.
is.
There it is.
Big Mike.
Mike did it.
Thank you, guys.
18
Mike did it.
minutes and
15?
15
Hit it.
seconds? What was he at? Was that
Wow.
18 minutes and 15 seconds? Mike, congratulations.
George, can you put those statistics down?
Thank you, Ed.
18 minutes and
Well-
15 seconds.
Right there? Yep.
It's official. 18 minutes, 15 seconds. The winner and new champion of the world, Mike
Wow.
Appel.
Good stuff, Mikey.
George has a little something that we everybody wanted to put together. It's the first time that there's been a champion here at Pizza Time.
Look at this. He's got the belt.
Bullet.
That is awesome.
You got to go to the camera in front of me and Greg. I believe your best shot.
There it is.
You might want to.
Oh, Mike's going to jump over the table for this.
You might want to open it.
Open it a little bit, Mike.
That's an
You might
official
wanna-
size wrestling belt. Mike will wear it
Right.
as a watch. Look at this, Mike. Turn around to the
Turn
camera.
around to the camera.
Oh, you got to get in front of it. There you
Look
go,
at
Mike.
that.
The donkey belt.
That's
He got
it.
the dunk.
He's got the belt. He's got the belt.
Serrano's got the disc. He's got the disc.
Now, Mike, let me ask something. Is that your capacity? Are you just totally tapped out? Not that you have to eat more, but
Oh, I'm done.
that's it. One slice is about the limit.
Are you going to wear that as
It's
a
not as easy as people
bracelet?
think it really is. Once you get to about the 6th slice, you start feeling
hit the
it in
wall,
your,
right?
you
Yeah.
start feeling that dough build up in your stomach.
Wow.
There was a lot of dairy on there with the cheese and whatnot. I would assume it would be. All right. Well, Michael, I can't thank you enough for coming
that's
in.
great.
Anytime,
you.
anytime, put it this way. Next month, if you think you can beat 18 minutes and 15 seconds, if you want to do some training when you're down in Vegas, let me know if you want to come back. We'd be glad to have you back, Mikey.
Coming back from Vegas, I think I'll be about 40 pounds heavier.
That's all right, Mike. That's all
A
right.
lot of drinking, a lot of eating. But one thing I would definitely like to say to you guys is, as a board member of the Chopper 2002 Foundation, thank you for everything you guys did last week. The cornhole was a total success. I want to put in part to you guys and thank most of our sponsors. whenever we ask, our sponsors come out and give. No questions asked. And that's what being a community is all about.
pizza and love.
Well said, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, we ex Mayor Zett, he's there for us. We ex Frankie Bello, he's there for us. Bottle Company this time, they're there for us.
Right.
The Lorenzo family, what do you need? How much can we give you?
Right.
That's good stuff.
And what you guys did last week, getting it out to the masses, was phenomenal. And I'd just like to end this as we have 2 more events coming up. One will be on Saturday, September 3rd, North Hudson County Park. It's our annual
June 3rd.
softball tournament.
June 3rd.
June 3rd, yes, I'm
sir.
sorry.
That's right.
June 3rd is our annual softball tournament. Even if you're not on the team, come on up. We got good food. Come see some people you haven't seen in a long time. And then Greg was talking about it before. On September 11th, we have our annual beefsteak, which is just a blast.
The greatest
we get
event.
the greatest comics.
And there's a little news about that one. It's in the workings right now with Greg Natosi, where it looks like we're going to be setting up a red carpet outside the Brownstone. The guys at Pizza Time and doing interviews.
Yeah, I heard
asking,
about that.
asking who you're wearing.
That's gonna be great.
That should be a great time that night.
With a pre-show.
Always have a great time at that event.
Oh, that's great. And you guys are welcome to come up. We'll help you get the word out. Anytime there's a promotion, anybody who really needs anything for a promotion, for a fundraiser, our doors are open.
Yes.
Once again, thank you, fellas.
Thank you,
Then,
Mike.
Thanks again, buddy.
Thank you for that.
Michael,
Thank
pose
you.
with that belt one more time, Mike. Pose with the belt one more time. The belt and the money.
$100 and the belt.
We need a good picture there. Actually, I'm going to take one while we're over here. We got to get a good picture of you.
Got the belt,
Because
we
that's-
got the money.
Right there. That's the champion right there. Awesome.
I want to throw a challenge down because I saw Ciccarelli today.
Right.
The fat bastard that he is.
Oh.
Yelling out of a car window, you ain't doing it, you ain't doing it.
He
Chick,
said that?
I got you, brother.
As he
Adrian!
just wrote, good job,
I
Mike.
did it!
Yeah.
Mike just said, good job, Mike.
Adrian.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate it.
Mikey, have a good night. Good
Thank
seeing
you.
Take care.
Bye, love.
The champion.
There he is. You nailed it, kid.
Wow. That's great.
Seeing you, buddy.
Always a gentleman, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, how we doing with the people writing in with their...
Okay, yeah, I got to scan back now. We're going to come back to the 3 answers.
Good seeing you, man.
Are you guys going to hold it up like Jeopardy as I give you the answer, or are you going to tell me the answer?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I
I
think
think want to see if any of the people know.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
they did. I was
know
watching-
we know.
Okay, the first question I had asked was, what was the police officer's name who always gave them a hard time at Arnold's?
I'm not going to answer it because Greg got mad at me for being cocky over it. So
Being a know-it-all. Nobody likes to know-it-all.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody likes people that pick and choose or being know-it-alls.
I understand. I'm not going to answer that.
Okay, the answer to question number 1
I know you know it. That's why.
was Officer Kirk.
That's right, Officer Kirk.
And whenever he showed up, they played this music. Wah, wah, wah,
Yeah,
wah.
Okay, question number 2
Brothers that they
was, who were the 2 brothers who went up against Fonzie in the Demolition Derby? And their catchphrase was,
Let the pigeons loose.
I think I know.
You think you got Greg?
Yes.
Go ahead,
Got that
say
one?
it out and I'll let you
Go
know.
ahead.
Who you
Should I
got?
say it?
Go ahead.
The Malachi
The
brothers.
You got
Malachi
it, the
brothers.
Malachi
Huh?
brothers.
The Malachi brothers.
Could you name their both individual names?
No, and
One
if
was-
somebody does, I want them to get help
Was
immediately.
one Myron?
One was Myron.
One was Myron.
And the other was Count.
Count.
Count
yes,
Malachi.
Yes, that's right.
That's right, Count Malachi. I do
Myron.
remember it now. And finally, when Fonzie went to jump the barrels to set the record in his white jumpsuit, how many barrels did Fonzie attempt to jump? Greg?
I said originally like I was up in the 40s. I don't know. I know he had a street bike. I don't know for some reason. I guess I was young and looked bigger as a kid, you know. But George got it
All
right.
right, George, what do you got?
I got 14.
And why? Oh, that is right.
It's 14.
Why was it 14?
Because the record was 12.
Right.
And he was asked if he would break the record of 12, and he said, of course he'll break the record of 12. And they said, well, then you'll jump 13. He said, no, I'm going to jump 14 because 13 is an unlucky number.
Fonz was always thinking.
He's always thinking
Well, I
like
tell you
that.
what, that was an exciting. Remember when he crashed into the chicken stand at the end?
Right.
They went to be continued next week. You
Yes.
can't have-
Fonzie's
Oh,
tough,
yeah.
but our chicken isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
And you really had to wait. There were no Netflix back then. Where
No,
you
you
actually
re-
had to
you
wait
really
the
had to
whole
wait.
next week and talk about it at school the next day.
Yeah.
Do you think he broke his leg? Did he tore cartilage?
I was concerned. I was concerned when I was in school.
See, that was good. But
Lot of
when
anxiety.
later when he went to California and tried to jump the shark bullshit,
So let me get this right. See, we're gonna get this Fonzie guy to jump over the shark. Remember that? He was like, he had like a turtleneck. I think he might have been seen in a turtleneck.
Yeah, see?
So hey, let me tell you something. Now we're gonna get this Fonzie guy. Look at Bullet. Look at Bullet pulled up.
There, look at this.
Oh, this is
Remember the girl crying?
Look at the joke.
When the drummer cries, she sheds
Oh,
a tear.
look at God rest her soul.
He's got the scarf around his neck. Who gave him the scarf?
Oh,
who put the helmet on him?
Scarf.
Look, she got the tear.
She's
Look
hot.
at the tear.
You
I
know
think
what?
that's Marion's scarf. I think that's Mrs. C's scarf.
Mrs. C.
tied the scarf, right?
She tied the scarf.
Yeah, you're right. Ed.
Mouth,
Oh, come on.
mouth and pants.
Arnold.
Arnold can't watch.
He's got white gloves on too.
Let's see what happens.
Look at the fear in their faces.
Oh my gosh.
Ralph Mouth looks like he's gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Just goes to a commercial break. I'm gonna kill Bullet.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
I'm
Look at
tense.
the suspense.
I'm tense.
Look at the action.
Look at this.
So,
Yeah. Oh!
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him with the chicken stand. They made him like
Mr. Miyagi. Miyagi's upset.
hysterical, typical. You know, the
You see, I can
frantic-
live with this. Like,
Miyagi.
getting back to what I said, it's when he went to California. And when we were young, everybody wanted to be the Fonz. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
the coolest thing.
He was.
Until I saw him go in the ocean with motorcycle boots on and a leather jacket with the Hawaiian shorts.
Right? That's the craziness. It's craziest.
But you know what I was just thinking? I'm seeing young Joni there.
Right.
Right.
And I'm thinking, we were talking about the Derby before. The crunch, was it the Malachi Brothers?
Derby.
What's it called?
The Demolition Derby.
Demolition Derby.
With Pinky.
And then I remember right around that time, that's when Joni joined the Pink Ladies.
That's when she went bad.
That's when she went
That's
downhill.
she was hanging with the wrong group.
It was the drugs and the alcohol.
Where the
and
heroin, the
once
trailer park.
once she started doing this,
That's
I
it.
think
Like leather. She wanted to be like leather.
Leather
She
in
had
the
to-
suede.
she had to- yeah.
was that Pinky's sister?
That's
Leather?
Pinky's little
Pinky's younger
sister.
She was some performer though. When she used to get up on that microphone
Yeah.
with that leather outfit.
Pinky
I
was a
think
great
that's
performer
where
too,
Joan
I
Jett got
heard.
her persona from, because that's exactly who
Yeah.
it looked like.
Well, you think it was Joan Jett before that?
I'm not sure.
No.
Somebody write in about that.
I think
Yeah.
Joan Jett got her persona from Leather
From
Tuscadero.
Leather Tuscadero.
Because they had like the same I don't know what type of haircut you would.
I was a
call that.
Pinky Tuscadero fan.
Pinky
I
was
loved
a
her.
Oh, yeah, she was hot.
hot thing
Yeah.
back in the day.
Because she was very like ladylike, but she was still tough.
Yeah, she was tough.
She walked that
Who-
line. Pinky
Pinky.
Tuscadero, because she
Pinky
was
was-
like
yeah.
she was a ginger,
Yeah.
but she was light
Yeah,
skinned
but she
and
did
she
a
was
lot of
very
that.
Soft-spoken.
Remember that
Yeah.
bullshit she did with her hands?
She
Turned me
had-
right
Very
off.
soft-spoken.
I was 8.
She
She
had a
turned
lot-
me off.
8
8 years old, I couldn't watch it.
Well, who turned you on when you were a kid?
Back in the day?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's
I
Suzanne
think
Summers.
I was.
Suzanne Summers, you
I
like?
was always Marianne on the Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Too. I was a
Mhm.
big
Yeah,
Marianne.
not a ginger. I didn't care for that
I didn't-
mold.
Yeah, I
and
always
all that
liked
bullshit.
Marianne too.
I didn't
wasn't-
like the way she was always flirting up on them with that
Also,
slow Madeline
what was the
Monroe
show
voice.
with Ted Knight?
Too close for comfort.
The blonde on there was cute.
Yes,
Oh.
the blonde was cute on there.
I like Jackie, the darker hair.
You like
one.
Jackie?
You did,
I
huh?
did.
You like
There was
Jackie?
something about it. She was
She
a
had a
little
bit
tougher
of an,
and
she
she
had
was
an overbite
smarter.
thing going on.
Yeah, but she was a
yeah.
little
Yeah, she had
smarter.
a little. Yeah, a little. I like Mary Lou Henner from Taxi.
Yeah,
That
but
was
she
a
was
big
over.
Mary Lou.
Don't get me wrong. She
Yeah,
was
yeah,
very
she was a
attractive.
Oh, there's Marianne and Ginger.
There they are.
See, look at that.
Marianne
Look,
was-
at
those
Ginger.
short
Just
shorts.
showing
Look
out.
at Marianne's
Marianne.
outfit.
Yeah, I like Marianne in there.
I really believe when I tell people like the jazz hands derived into the Speared Sprinkle, it's sort of like the Marianne developed into she basically did into Daisy Duke because she wore the short
Right.
shorts too.
In that Catherine
But then
Bach.
she just brought it a little bit higher and a little bit more southern and dirty.
You know what changed my whole world? The White Snake video.
What
With
was
Tawny
her name?
Katane.
Wow.
Tawny Katane.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
her sliding up and down that car?
I rewatched that thing over. But now, have you seen her lately? Wow.
Train wreck.
Really?
She didn't hit the wall. The wall
Train
hit her.
wreck.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my
But that video that's iconic.
Yeah,
That
that's
video.
Valerie Bertinelli, Nistler said. That
Yeah, old
what-
Valerie
what was the
Bertinelli.
name of that?
That
One
was
day at a
one
time.
Day at
One Day at a Time with Snyder with the keys.
Yeah, Schneider.
He was a wild man with Snyder.
Cheryl
wasn't he?
Ladd.
Cheryl Ladd.
Christy McNichol.
Who's
Yeah.
Christy
Christy
McNichol?
McNichol's hot. She's a
Nah,
cutie.
cute.
That was from Family.
Who's Christy McNichol?
From Family.
Family.
Yeah.
Eight is Enough was too old for me. I don't remember Eight is Enough.
George Chang, Christy Canyon. She's a porn star, right?
that's
There's
what
something
he
wrong with him.
That's
There's
really
really
good.
something wrong with that child.
Keep
Don't know
it
who that woman is.
PG-13 there,
Right.
Georgie boy.
I don't know that woman.
And whatever Heather Locklear
Yeah.
was in.
Locklear, Thomas, whatever Heather.
Yeah,
Heather
they
be
were
thy
always
name.
hot.
Wait, was Heather the one from the Fall Guy?
I believe
She was
so.
Thomas. That was Thomas.
Heather Thomas. Heather Locklear.
Why do I know all this stuff?
It's okay.
He's
It's
a-
okay. Don't be
he's
ashamed.
a vat of useless information.
Jeez, I don't.
You shouldn't be ashamed.
Terrible.
Bullet, what do you think? You're not weighing in on this one.
What's the question on the table? I'm so sorry.
What happened to you out in the desert that you're not weighing in on this?
Who'd you have a crush on when we were younger?
You're like the younger.
Yeah, you know,
Don't
there
name
was.
St. Joe's girls. This has got to be somebody on TV.
Yeah,
Bullet.
TV person.
No, I think it was definitely Ginger. I know there was one episode where Ginger like backed Gilligan up against a tree or something.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
breathing
And
heavy in his
yeah, oh
face.
my God! Just looking at his little husband.
She was talking to him like Marilyn Monroe did
Oh
to the
my
president
God.
when she sang Happy
Yeah,
Birthday.
yeah.
Right.
Very, very
You know who else was
voluptuous.
hot?
Yeah.
Lonnie Anderson.
Oh, Lonnie.
Lonnie
WKRP in Cincinnati.
She was
Oh,
untouchable,
boy.
the hot though. Like you saw
Yeah.
her and you were like, "There's no way."
She just looked
so
she almost looked like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Phoebe Cates from Fast Times at Ridgemont
You know-
High.
you
I
know-
mean, you can't beat that.
You know, I always loved you, Brad.
You know what I was on the other day? This reminds me, as you get older, fatter, and lazier, which is all three of them under that fucking umbrella right now. I'm turning it on, and I'm sitting there, and I'm watching it. Fast Times at Ridgemont High comes on, and I'm like, boom, everything stops. I
Right.
cannot do it. Meanwhile, for the last 25 years, that DVD has been sitting next to me in the
Right.
rack. Why is it that I save these DVDs, never watch one of them, but if that movie's on TV, I stop everything. Nothing can happen.
You
have
feel
to.
a sense of comfort when it's sitting in
It's
on the
true.
rack. You feel
It's
like
true.
you can always watch it anytime you want.
Yeah, but you never watch them.
But you never,
Yeah,
I
they
never
just
collect
collect
my
dust. They
DVDs.
collect dust.
Collect dust.
Same
Space
thing, my
and dust.
Godfather. I don't think I ever put the Godfather on, but I watch it every time
Yeah.
it's on.
Exactly.
Yeah, you never put it on from
I
scratch
never
at
put it on-
home.
Yeah, never once, never once. But I'll definitely when it's on, no matter where it is, I sit through it to the end.
Goodfellas, another one. You always watch that.
I'll tell you what, I was watching the other day. It was very strange for me. I guess maybe everything that happened to the actor in The Bronx Tale and like his voice or something.
Right.
I loved that movie when I was younger, and I don't know if I'm turned off by it because of what happened with him with the crippled guy and he shot him with the drugs. That actor
Yeah,
that
the
plays
actor.
Colangelo, I guess.
Colosero,
But
yeah.
I'm watching the show and I'm looking at him. I was just getting more irked and annoyed by his accent and like I thought the movie was a little. I hate to say it like to say this to describe something like this, but it was just a little downright dumb.
What,
When
the Bronx Tale?
Right now it's kicking ass on Broadway.
Broadway,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying like just the way he was as an actor, his voice. I was watching the other day. I had to turn it off. I was really getting like irritable about it.
That's probably because what he did in his real life.
I think
mean,
that's what
same
it
thing
did.
with me. I have a
Because
hard
I
time.
love that movie,
Yeah.
but I can't watch it anymore. So this guy, what's this guy's name?
Yeah,
Lilo Brancato.
Yeah.
Brancato.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought into his own character.
Yeah.
You know, he really thought he was that guy. I'm looking at a new, one of the viewers here for the first time. Mike Silver
Mike
is
Silver.
watching us
Yeah,
tonight,
Mike Silver.
and I got a little bit of bullshit. If I'm not taking bullshit from Phil Natosi, I'm taking it from Lisa Natosi. I'm trying to go to sleep last night. Lisa Natosi is texting me that the 20 minutes. Did Mike forget his belt?
He forgot his belt. He
Oh
left the
my
belt.
God! All right, he's gonna have to do it again to earn it.
Right.
Now he comes back. So anyway, Lisa Natosi texts me, tells me the 20 minutes is too long. I once saw Mike Silver in high school eat an entire frozen pie in 4 bites. So, Mike Silver,
Maybe he doesn't have a game.
the thread is out there now. Now the legend
No,
is
wait, come
the
on.
legend
Wait a second. An entire.
Frozen.
Frozen
This is
piece
what
in
Lisa.
4 bites.
I didn't see it. I'm just telling you what the message.
Lilo,
was
he
sent
don't
to
believe
me
Who said
last
this?
night.
Phil? Who said this?
This is Phil's wife, Lisa Natosi.
Lisa Natosi.
So I don't know, but Mike Silver.
How was that possible?
Be good to have you come up here one night and show us your skills. I mean, and in fact, I think, not that it's a bad thing. I think Mike is vegan now. Do they eat cheese?
I believe he's vegan. I don't know if he can have cheese.
What is the vegan thing? You don't eat anything with a face? Is that had a face or came from something with a face?
There's a lot of different types of vegans.
Right.
I guess. Don't look to me as being authority on it.
Yeah. Us 3 are not the people you're going to talk to. Us 4, in fact, are not the vegan type.
I was
You know?
I was a vegetarian for 2 years, and it was very difficult. And
It
then,
was a box of White Castle, Steve Scott. Now, you know Steve Scott.
Yes.
There's a funny story about that with you at Sparky's.
Oh, the phone's ringing.
Uh-oh.
We usually take that off to him.
Tom Callahan.
Oh, wait.
You
pick it
you
up.
field that one.
Pick it up.
He's calling for deep in the rednecks.
Pick it up.
Yeah, he's certifiable. Answer that phone.
Hit that speaker.
What's up, Tommy? Welcome to Pizza Time.
What are you doing?
Tommy Callahan.
How you been, kid?
I've been good. Been real good.
You sound the same. Oh my God. What's going on?
What do you mean I don't sound the same?
You sound wonderful. What's going on? You got any pizza stories for us?
Pizza stories. Yeah, the pizza down here is
Where are you, Tom? Where you located? You're in Georgia. Wow.
Wow.
Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Tommy.
How's the peeping, Tommy? How's the peeping?
You got John Shore calling you on your regular phone. Why don't we get to John Shore? Tommy,
Yeah,
good to hear
Tommy,
from
good
you.
to hear from you. Hope everything's well.
Please keep
Say
watching.
hello to everybody. I love you, kid.
When did we become a phone show? When did
don't
this
know.
happen?
This
I'm
just
totally
happened.
against this.
Yeah.
What's up, Johnny? John, can you hear me? No, he hung up. All right, so,
All right,
no
so
more phone call.
Mike Silva wrote in and said it wasn't a pizza. He ate $40 worth of murder burgers, which is probably at the time
40?
more than 40
Yeah.
burgers at the time. Because back, what were they? I don't even know what they cost now.
35 cents?
What does a murder burger cost now?
I don't know. I haven't bought them in a long time. 40,
George, you
47,
bullshit. You can't even keep a straight face.
47 cents.
Hey,
Maybe.
let's take Johnny Shaw's
Go
call.
ahead, John.
I have a feeling that he's was in chance.
Go ahead.
Chance?
Is that the drill?
What's up, Johnny? Can you hear me?
The speaker's up top. Hold on.
What's up, kid? I can hear you. Turn your phone down. Turn your phone down.
Listen, I got one question.
Oh, yeah.
When were you a vegetarian for 2 years?
John might be at the zombie or two. He may have had a zombie or two.
You know,
You can't even spell vegetarian.
He sounds like Foster Brooks for the Dean Martin roast.
no, I was.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
I'll tell you
This
what.
is why we need to Skype.
I was a vegetarian. I was a vegetarian for my sophomore and junior years in college, but I did have fish.
You were in Philadelphia, home of the cheesesteak.
That's right.
Is he watching the show in Chance?
We were on yesterday.
Where are you? Still down Chance or you home?
I'm out and about, baby.
Why don't you come on up, John? Come up to the studio.
Come up.
I ain't talking to you no more.
All right.
It's good to hear from you, John.
Good to hear from you. I'll call you when you get out of here. I'll talk to you soon.
Get out of it, baby.
Be good, brother.
Oh, that's great.
Love you guys.
Woo! Uber, I hope, John. Uber.
Oh, Uber.
When were you a vegetarian?
That's great.
You called me
No.
out. You were in Philadelphia with Philadelphia.
I really hope he was watching the show from Chance. Did Chance put it on the television? Like, how did he watching it from Chance?
His phone. He's out and about. He goes, I'm out and about. That's what he said.
Out and about. That's the greatest.
The other thing I heard the other day, I think it was C100 in the morning. They were talking about, I guess there's a new movie being made by Scorsese. Oh, man.
Yep.
And it's going to have Pesci, De Niro, Pacino. It's supposed to be about the killing of Hoffa, I guess.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like that.
You hear much more than that, though.
And people are saying there's three greatest actors,
Right.
maybe of all time.
You
If
said
you include
Pacino.
Nicholson, Jack Nicholson.
Oh, Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
He's going to be in it too after he did Hoffa?
No, I don't think he's going to be in it. But I'm saying,
Oh, that played him.
if you had to, if you had to say who your favorite actors were. But when I think of my three favorite actors at this point, don't get me wrong, I respect all those guys, but I got a much younger thing going on there. My three favorite at this time, and I don't know where he's been, but Ed Norton, Edward Norton, not from The Honeymooners, Edward Norton from American History X.
Yeah, he's great.
And what else? He was in that other movie, Richard Gere, where he played the stutterer.
Yeah,
He was
he's
fantastic in that. I think Paul Giamatti
Great actor.
is amazing.
He's on fire right now.
He is, and well, he's in the show Billionaire.
Billions. yeah,
Billions.
Billions. It's
Well, what
great.
was the movie I was talking to you about the other day about the wine?
That was called Sideways. That
He
was
was Sideways. Oh, that's a great movie.
Wasn't it great? It was an indie. It was an
I
indie
loved
picture.
it.
It was great. I
Great
must have
movie.
saw that like 10 times.
Yep.
Just the way he talks about wine.
Yeah.
And what did you say? Like wine things went
I
up
told you, like, I think Pinot Noir went up like 90%.
because of the
they
way
were-
he described the
they
grape.
They were running out of it, like in Napa, everywhere else. They couldn't get it.
It's amazing.
All because of that movie. It was
Right,
crazy. The production of that. They were opening bottles too early and stuff because they couldn't get it out fast enough.
Yeah. And anybody else probably doesn't have this on their list, but I cannot shut off things that this man is in. And he's from one of your favorites, Do the Right Thing. John Turturro.
Oh, he's the best.
He's
Yeah, John
absolutely.
Turturro's good.
Bullet just.
Well,
blew
I'm
up.
so sorry.
We got to disconnect your phone. Yeah, I don't even know who it is. There's no. We can't pick up when you don't know who it is.
It looks familiar though. That's the part that kills me when it looks familiar. Like it could be a disaster, it could be something good. But you know what? I'm sorry that I just hung up on somebody, but I didn't mean to hang up on you. Just right now, this phone's a little hard to hear. If you do want to call in and you know my number, I can put you on. Well, John Turturro did. Actually, he was the. He wrote that character for the when he plays in the bowling movie with the Duke. You just said
Jesus.
his name is Jesus.
The Jesus.
That he wrote that.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus. Disconnect that fucking thing. I keep cursing. I apologize. PG-13. I just hate that phone. Well, also, he just did that show on HBO called The Night Of.
Was that great or what?
I thought the first Bullet. Did you watch that The Night Of?
No, I didn't.
Put it this way: if you do watch it, I mean, I heard raves about it. I thought it was great the first 4 episodes, and I thought it kind of made a kind of a dark turn.
I don't know how dark it really got. I just thought I just thought it was going to be more to the ending. I thought somehow something was going to come forward at the end. It just seemed like it just got played out. You know, it was a one.
They got stuck in that jail sequence, and they couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, that's
what
exactly
the
what
whole
it
thing was. You know,
But if anybody gets a chance, well, it's worth watching. I mean, it's only one season. They're not doing another one. And the guy was really good. He's a rap star in Britain, and he's in a lot of other things right now. But he does a great job in the show, and it's a little obscure in the beginning, which is pretty cool because they keep playing stuff over and over in people's heads. So if you get a chance, watch it.
now do you know who that was written for? Who was going to play when John Turturro took that part? He wasn't the original star. That was written for James Gandolfini.
Really?
Yeah. And then he
Wow.
passed.
Oh, you know what? You want to laugh? I see him in the credits as being the executive producer. It says
I
if you
didn't
wa-
even realize that. But
If
I
you
did,
watch
yeah.
it in the credits, it says executive producer James Gandolfini.
Wow.
I thought that was odd. So I thought maybe they were working on it a while back, but then they.
And I tell you what, if I had to drop one, it would probably be Edward Norton, and it would have been, but he's deceased, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, I love Philip Messina.
Yeah,
because
he
I
was
could
great,
watch
too.
anything he does.
Has,
You know.
has the peeping Tom. You know how much we
You know, I
love.
still haven't watched that movie.
Come on.
Oh, you have to
you
watch
gotta
that
see
movie.
You
I
gotta
haven't
see the
seen it.
scenery in the movie
What is
because
it?
it's filmed in
What's it
Italy.
called?
Yeah, it's
The
great.
Talented Mr. Ripley.
Talented Mr. Ripley.
I've got
There it is.
We got
Boldly
it. Here we
the
go.
best.
Let's get a little quiet for this one.
I love this. I get excited when I see this. He's such a condescending douche, you know? Watch him get grotesque. Watch how upset he gets. Ugh. He's so repulsed. Look at him. Ugh. I don't know if anybody ever used that move, the foot with
Tommy.
the foot.
How's the peeping? Tommy. How's the peeping? Tommy.
Yeah, get a chance. It's awesome.
The
It's
listeners
very-
are just writing in. I forgot that Turturro and Norton were both in Rounders.
Yes.
Rounders.
Forgot
Till
about
this
Rounders.
day, I don't know if you have to be a poker player to appreciate the last scene of that movie, but between Malkovich, Norton, Matt Damon, and Turturro, what a cast! And when he played that last hand of cards, and he
Yes.
kept baiting him in,
Yep.
but paid that man his fuck. I can't do the
Yeah,
accent;
pay
it's terrible.
that
But
man his-
Malkovich was
Pay that man
fantastic.
his money.
That's a great movie too. I love that movie.
You ever see the movie with Ed Norton and it's got it was a football player who played for the Baltimore Ravens from New Jersey. He owns Tiffany's, the wing place. I can't believe I'm doing
Tony
this, man.
Saragusa.
Tony Saragusa. He plays the Russian in that movie with Ed Norton, and he's like a drug dealer in the clubs, and then he gets turned in, and then
I don't think I saw that one.
you got to see it because Saragusa plays a Russian guy. He's amazing in the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
It's like his best friend, like his big his muscle, I guess. But I forget the name of it. But I'm sure if somebody knows it out there, if you write it in, you'll.
And
Yeah.
now, do we have a clip from Malabella? You said? Did you sit and talk with her?
Yeah, I talked to Sal.
Can we get that? Can we draw that one up?
Bullet, we got that crazy madman. Every time we get footage from him, it gets.
There he is. Look at him.
The man's hysterical. I was over there for lunch the other
Hello,
day.
everybody. This is infield correspondent George Tomasello on location
Look how
with
crazy
Sal.
he is. He's crazy.
Salvatore Olivella. Buonasera, ragazzi. Buonasera. Sal, I just had dinner here. I had a nice Regina Margarita pizza. It was delicious. And they made me a nice salad with some galamad. I asked them, I said, look, I need some grilled galamad. And they said, no problem, we'll throw it in the salad. So it was fantastic.
Yes.
So Sal, tell us a little bit about the place.
This place is over, 1 month ago. Okay, I use to make a good pizza. I bring water from New York every two time a week, and I use
Great.
cherry for smell, and oak for burn.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yes, my family have pizza in Naples almost 100 years. I was local place in New York. I was place in Texas, Dallas, and now I'm in New Jersey. Come
Nice.
say, Frank Sinatra say, you make in New York, you make everywhere you want.
Make it, and you're in North Bergen, so you make it in North Bergen,
Uh-huh.
you make it anywhere. Thank
George,
you,
great
Sal.
job,
Thank you a
man.
lot for the dinner. I appreciate
That's
it.
good stuff.
And say hello to Greg and Eddie.
Hey, Greg,
Chris.
Eddie, Chris. Okay.
Hey, che fa, bello?
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao,
Ciao. There he
Ciao,
is.
ciao.
George, great scene,
We
man.
let Sal
That's
talk there. That was an amazing experience, gentlemen.
He's when you
Great
go,
job, George.
Yeah, he
George,
was
it's
unbelievable.
so exciting in there. It's when you get in there.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
And he just gets you so riled up and so happy to eat pizza and eat anything he makes. He's an incredible man. He's an incredible man.
He's got a lot of unbridled energy.
Yeah, a lot of energy. And you know what? He made it a point to make sure I took these home as gifts for the PizzaTime boys.
That was cool.
To make sure that Mike ate the right size pizza, and he did it.
Sausage. We're gonna try a little bit right now.
What you got there, Eddie?
I got sausage or prosciutto or plain.
He's got plain slice, sausage, and prosciutto. And this is from.
This is from Baggio.
This is from Baggio in Fort Lee.
Whatever.
Baggio?
Oh my
Over there?
God,
Yeah,
look
right
at
across the
this.
street.
This looks like a park.
Yeah, I'll grab one of those. I don't know.
Sausage?
Yeah, give me a sausage. Suge.
Oh my god.
Zudge.
Oh my god, it's delicious.
What's your highlight of this weekend, George? Because I know what it is.
My highlight of this weekend?
Yes. The cafe?
Yeah, Atlantic City. This is once a year. This is like Christmas, New Year's, Easter,
Yeah.
all rolled into
Cafe
one. for us.
2825 on Friday night. We have the 9:15 sitting because the place pretty much empties out, and he lets us take over. So
Cafe 2825 is an amazing place. We're going to be talking to him, too. We're going to bring that back for next week's
Joe's
show.
terrific.
We're going to bring it back.
He's a good guy.
It's a great place.
All right, so how many you got? A lot of guys going down?
Usually we average between 12 and 15 guys. In fact, this is the 10th year we're doing it now.
Year 10.
Year 10, huh? That's great.
Hey, Bullet,
Yeah.
can you tell us about the Joshua tree?
Yeah. In fact, we saw probably one Joshua tree in the whole thing.
That's it.
Yeah, it was weird.
Isn't there only one?
There's supposed to be a whole bunch of them, but we just saw one, and then we got distracted by other things. But it was a crazy trip. It was a lot of fun. A lot of unpredictable things happened. Where do you want me to go? Right from the start, or
Yeah, give it to us.
holy cow! All right, I almost missed my flight. I probably got there 5 minutes before, but no shoes on because I went right through security. Anyway, I can't tell you everything. Jeez. So I landed. We drive. We pick up the RV and we drive to Big Bear. Great place in California. Huge, beautiful lake. And you get to the lake and you're like, wow, this is great. Now what? Now there's the lake. And we were like, well, we go get something to eat. And we were like, no, let's get the fuck out of here. So we drive on this road. We said, let's get to Joshua Tree. We'll wake up in Joshua Tree. So we drive there. Beautiful roads to drive on. Just curvy and so much fun. Get to Joshua Tree. We pay to get in there. We park. We sleep overnight. We wake up. And then we go climb a mountain. And then we come back, and there's two people, hot girl and a boyfriend, in our campsite. And we're like, what are you doing? This is ours. They said, put something on the table to make sure it's yours or something. And like, well, they said, did you pay for the site? We said, no, we paid to come in. He goes, no, you got to pay for the site, too. Just because you come into the park doesn't mean, I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, hell. So they invited us to stay there with them. They said, we have friends. We're like, fuck it. We don't want to hang out with you. So we're like, we split. And we said, let's go to the Salton Sea. With this big body of water. It's a saltwater sea in California. We thought it would be great. So we drive there, and on the way there, we go through Box Canyon Road, and I'll show you a little Box Canyon Road. Just a long, winding road, turns and canyons, just beautiful. We drive there, get to Salton Sea. We see the sea. It's a dump. Just horrible. No places to hang out. Broken down houses and stuff. We turn around, and we go back to Box Canyon Road. So by this time, it's dark out. So my friend Michael keeps on saying, pull over, just park here. And I pull over, and I hear the wheels spinning. I'm like, dude, we're going to get stuck. No, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. So sure enough, I said, all right, he says turn off. I turn off. We try and pull out, and the wheels just start spinning. We can't get out. And, we didn't know what to do. We're on the side of the road at 1 o'clock in the morning and in the desert, stuck in the RV, your worst nightmare, the worst thing you want to happen. So, we decide just to go to sleep, wake up, and deal with it in the morning. And all of a sudden, 1 o'clock in the morning, we hear this truck coming by us.
Come on.
Dude, flying by us, It shakes the RV. We're like, holy shit. And next thing we hear it slow down. And Michael, my friend Michael's in the shower. He goes, is that guy stopping? I run up to the beginning, the front of the RV. And I hit the high beams to tell him, we're stuck. If you're stopping, we're stuck. And then he turns on his rear spotlights. He starts backing up.
Oh my God.
We're like, holy shit, it's a dream come true. The guy pulls up and, he got the chains out and all of this stuff. I got some video of him actually towing us out at, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It was just nuts.
Bullet.
Were there any rattlesnakes?
Chris.
No.
Just gonna tighten it up.
Oh.
Michael's got the RV in neutral.
There we go.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
So there's the truck, there's the chain. Now I'm waiting for the whole front grille to come off, the engine to come out,
All right, we're good.
Wait, this is the footage right now. This is the guy. Strapped,
This is it.
He's gonna strap you up and drag you out.
He trapped us up, him and Michael underneath. Look at us come out at the hole.
Turn it, Michael.
Look at
turn
that.
it.
Let
Michael,
me
turn to
ask
the
you a
left.
quick question.
Go ahead.
Did he say large Marge sent you?
No, the nicest guy. I tried to give him $60. He wouldn't take the money. Gilbert Barajas Trucking. Guys, if you ever need something trucked, call up Gilbert.
At the Joshua Tree.
Now, I was really mad at Michael at this point.
At the Joshua Tree.
At the Joshua Tree.
Yeah,
So
the
that's
little
one
loose.
thing. And then, we parked there. We parked overnight. We found a good spot. We woke up the next morning, and this is where we were, man. This is, where we slept overnight. It's just unbelievable, this.
What do you got? Oh wow! Look at that. Is that your
So
first time?
that's our RV, man. That's where we slept.
That was the first time you in an RV?
No, we drove to Miami. Miami a bus.
Oh,
It
that's
looks
right.
like
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah.
Movie vacation.
It looks like Breaking Bad, too. But, I mean, all around you are these...
Uh-oh.
That's my friend beeping the horn in the middle. All these canyons, just these little mountains and stuff, just completely encircled you. Because the road is so windy, you can see there. You can't see where it goes after that.
Did they blast
You
through
know?
that rock to make those roads?
I don't know, dude.
Oh,
I
they
don't
just
know.
found like least resistance, and then they.
Yeah.
It's crazy looking. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It was nuts. We had so much fun. Excuse me. So that's that. And then the last thing I had is just a little video of me and my buddy hanging out, having fun, up in like up in the walkways of a canyon, and we found some shade.
I saw this. This is hysterical. Did you see this?
I saw this one. I saw this
This
one.
is
Yeah.
hysterical. I saw this online. I almost puked. Look at him. Look at him. He's not, he doesn't know what.
So I was enjoying nature at this point.
This looks like his arm's caught. He's going to tell his wife he's going to hack his hand off.
Looks like Legio.
Look, he's out of breath. How many things? How hard?
So we're like hiding behind this rock, to get some shade from the sun. And
How many cookies you have?
Taking a break right here.
you know what? We didn't have any cookies.
No Oreos up there?
No, nothing.
You should always bring a snack.
Well, we did. We had a lot of water, and he had Cliff Bars and
Cliff Bars,
and,
yeah.
Nice.
Cliff
When I, go,
bars.
when I go climbing, I bring an 8-pack.
That's it,
That's
really.
a 64th Street Rock in North Bergen. Only time I go
That's high.
hiking.
That's as high I've ever climbed.
Or you climb it over the wall and get onto the cliffs.
Yeah, that's it.
It was great. Then we went to Palm Springs for a night. We hung out there. We parked right on the street, the RV. Woke up, went back to L.A., and that was it. Came back.
Oh, that's
Wow.
that
I
sounds
had,
great.
a, I had a blast.
That's
man.
some
It was
trip,
a lot
man.
Of fun,
That's
yeah.
some trip. But isn't it amazing though when you get out of the tri-state area how like wonderful people can be?
Yeah.
Between the couple that you said that was willing to let you like stay with them,
Yeah.
like at the campsite, and then you had this guy where you weren't even flashing him down, pulled you over and dragged you out of a ditch. I mean,
He noticed that that we were in trouble. He knew we were in trouble, obviously. And he just pulled over. He didn't know who we were, how many people were on there, what we were going to do.
You
And we didn't know,
Isn't that just amazing to you, like the humanity and
He didn't take
the
any
love?
money, dude. He just wanted to get on his way, and he split.
What would you do if somebody pulled over to you if you were in trouble on Tunnelly Avenue? Would you just stay there and let them help you, or would you just run?
You know what?
run.
I've had helped a few people here and
I
there.
think it's busy enough where I would let them help
Yeah.
me, or vice versa.
Unless
you
it's
know.
in front of
It's
one
not-
of
it's
those-
not like on a desolate road. You're talking about Tunnelly Avenue.
I mean, it also depends on what time it is and what hotel you buy.
Not the domino.
You know, like,
Right.
I grew up right up the block from the Domino. I seen some stuff down there.
Oh, my God.
My mom used to send me down to get cigarettes in there, and I don't know why she would let me go down there to get her cigarettes. But it was creepy, man. What a creepy spot.
As Chris was recapping his California trip, I looked through some of the comments, and I'm going to go back to the who we thought was cute, our first crushes on television, because we missed some biggies.
Oh.
I Dream of Jeannie, Barbara Eden.
Yeah, I agree.
Smoking.
Genie was a good one.
Just smoking. You had, I thought the woman, I don't know her name, from Bewitched.
Wait, let me ask you a quick
Elizabeth Montgomery.
Yes,
guys,
very
yeah.
good looking.
I'm older than you guys.
Can you guys
Yeah, I
help
remember.
me with this? I'm just a little confused. Which one did the head thing, and which one did the nose thing?
Jeannie did the
Jeannie
head
did
with
both.
the arms
Jeannie
crossed.
did
Oh, no,
the
Jeannie
Jeannie
head,
did the head with the arms crossed.
and then
Right.
And Bewitched was the nose.
She
Which
did the
was
nose.
And we missed all of Charlie's Angels.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No,
Wow,
we might
what
have said Cheryl Ladd.
That's an overlook.
She was a fourth angel though. She wasn't the original.
She came afterwards.
I want to go out on a limb here, and I don't know what it is. I've always appreciated older women, and when I used to watch, I think it was Falcon Crest, Joan Collins.
Joan Collins.
She really, she
Bob
was
Crest Dynasty, right?
She was like Dynasty hot. She was just class.
What was the other one? Linda Evans? Was
Linda
the other one on
Evans.
there with
Linda
her?
Evans, yeah.
They were older. I mean, older.
I-
They're
you
about
know.
4 years from where I am now. But as a
Right.
kid, they were old ladies.
But they
to
were
me,
smoking, though, you know.
Oh, I had a big crush on Raquel Welch when I was a kid, too.
Oh,
Raquel
Dude,
Welch
was
was
she
another one.
something
Bo
else? She was
Derek.
something
With
else.
Bo
Derek
Derek.
and Ken with the braids in her hair.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Ronnie-
And they somehow they hooked her up with who? Dudley Moore in that
Yeah,
movie. Yeah, that was realistic.
Yeah, that was really realistic.
Well, maybe he had the money that Arthur had.
He had Arthur's money. He had Arthur money. Exactly.
If you knew Susan like you knew Susan.
Morgan Fairchild. Thank you, Caselli.
More?
Yeah,
good
you know
one, too,
what?
Morgan
I thought she
Fairchild.
was okay. She never really threw me over the top.
I just.
You too, Nikki.
Yeah, you know.
I think it's just great that I'm sitting here at
Susan Lucci.
5'8" at 215 pounds, sitting here critiquing
Right.
people's flaws.
yeah, actresses no
Yeah,
less.
they don't get themselves up nice like
Most
me.
beautiful women in the world. You're going,
How dare they? How dare they?
Oh
That's good stuff, though.
So when are you have a trip coming up next week, right?
No, I don't have a trip. I was gonna go away, but I.
Oh, you're gonna back that?
I have to get something done to my knee, and I got 2
Oh,
days
you gotta
of
back
rest.
out there.
The hoof.
Yeah,
I
I got you.
I can't go now.
The
It sucks,
hoof.
unfortunately.
That's another thing I heard in this new movie with that all the guys are going to be in again. Scorsese's mother will be in. Will have a cameo.
Oh,
in it
that's
as
great.
well.
That's
Moly.
She's got to be up there
should.
now, man.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
I've been dying to see this. I sent it out about 4 months ago to you guys. There's a scene, if you punch it up, from The Wolf of Wall Street, right? Midget tossing.
Oh my God.
It could be the greatest scene.
I cried on it for about 2 weeks, and then I started to feel guilty.
Why?
Because it's just
But they're
hysterical.
genetically engineered for